Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday, May 6th, 2026. All right, so markets down 600, the Dow, NASDAQ down 228, S&P down 76, VIX up 10% at 26.22. So far, I've had my one DTE that has hit both profit targets, a couple Elmos profit targets. We've got this push up, price coming down now here a little bit. I kind of expected price to maybe chop around yesterday's lows here, but price is coming back down a bit, so which is fine. Let's get the VIX juicing up those premiums before we enter a TLC trade. Couldn't believe I was 300 wide, one DTE, well, actually 3 DTE today. Very nice theta decay on it. But price coming down here a little bit, so not going to quite enter a TLC trade yet. When you VIX is, as high as it is, a lot of times you can get, movement's not going to hurt it that bad. It could move, when you're getting 150 wide or better, a 20-point move isn't that big of a deal. So, but I'm just going to kind of see how far down this next move comes before I enter anything. Had a really nice move up, but in this move up, I noticed like a lot of stocks like Nvidia, like they were just chopping. Coinbase, Amazon, Microsoft, like they didn't push up really. Nvidia had a little push up initially, but so some of the big boys did not push with this push up. So just going to be a little cautious here before entering any TLC trades. Almost were nice quick theta decay on those 0 DTE options. So price still coming down. VIX going up right now, so I'm not going to enter anything at the moment. Another day, another big move pre-market. Yes, now we're getting a little move down, so that's why I haven't entered yet. I wanted to see price chop around yesterday's lows, and that has not happened. It has moved down about 30 points in 11 minutes. So just going to sit tight. If we get some type of bounce here, and it looks like it wants to be in a range, then I'll enter. But as long as it's just going one direction, I'm going to hold off. I'm good that, I'm fine with the VIX going up right now. Juice those premiums. And now Nvidia coming down, broke through this little consolidation. Coinbase through lows. So just going to sit tight here. Sit tight and be patient. No rush to put on a trade whatsoever. Pretty decent little move down there. PLTR, CrowdStrike, AVGO, Baidu, all in the green. Everything else on my board is red. All right, getting a little bounce here. Let's see what happens with this next bar. Price halting its down move just a little bit here. All right, price bouncing here now a little bit. So, not in any hurry. But perhaps we found a little consolidation area. Although this bar is moving pretty good up. Now Nvidia really flipped. Look at that. Yeah, so nice little bounce here. Wow, so this little dip bought up really quick. Like I said, I mentioned I thought price would chop around yesterday's lows, but came down and man, it's really popped right back up. Yeah, so bounced right back up. So I think I might jump in here. Now let's wait and see what this next bar brings. I don't want to get another big bar like that one right after I enter. We are losing a lot of theta decay right now, though, on this bar. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and enter right here. All right, let me get that posted. All right, so enter my OCO order. 605 48 and 45. All right, now one thing to take a look at whenever you're trading in this environment here with the TLC trades is okay. My long puts are $1.37, and my long calls were only 27 cents. So just something to keep an eye on. It might be advantageous to just do 20% the total iron condor because of the big fluctuation in those longs. So I'll probably, unless things just completely, become quiet and price barely moves, I'll probably, I'll take a look at 20%, get closing half at 20% of my total iron condor, kind of just see what price is doing. Price is really, like I said, if price is chopping around yesterday's low here and hasn't really moved, then I'll keep going. But not going to hesitate to take off 20% at the full iron condor because there's just this big difference in if you close just the shorts and you wait for that. Like for me, it's $4.80. I'll Price currently trading at 750. So you're probably close to 40% profit if you wait that long. So you don't want something to go haywire while you're waiting that long to close half your trade. So, all right, let's hope for a nice calm Friday. I'll catch everybody later. Have a good one.